Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this dress, so let's get started. So these are my measurements on the screen, guys. So I'll be using this vintage material, the 3 years material. So I will draft out the pattern on this brown paper. So let's get started. For the front, I'll have to cut out the front first. Fold your material or your brown paper, whatever you're using to do your face cutting. Fold it together like this. Then the first thing is to measure out your full length. So for this dress, I'll be having 2 lengths, the half length and the other one for the ruffle. So the length I have here is 26 inches. I'm just using 26 inches. So the next thing is your bust plus 10 divided by 4. So this is me. I've divided my hip plus 10 divided into 4. This is what I got. So I have to trim out the excess remaining. So this is the remaining. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust the camera. So this is what I have. The next thing I'll have to do now is to measure out my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8. So I have to place 8 inches on the starting point. So I've gone ahead to measure this. I wasn't able to get the clip, but I will just put you guys through. I divided my shoulder into 2. Then from that place, I came down by 2 inch and connect my shoulder slope from my shoulder to my under bust. This is what I'm measuring. So my bust, I divided into 2 and added 2 inches allowance for the sewing allowance. So I connected it like so. It's not well curved, so I just cleaned it and I'm going to connect it again. If you have your ruler, you can use it, but I'm just using my freehand sketch, so make sure it's well curved. Then the next thing, after connecting it, the next thing is to measure down my waist. So my tape just fell out. I'm trying to pick it up. So my waist divided by 4. So my waist divided by 4, I added 2 inches for sewing allowance, and then my hip divided by 4 plus 2 inch allowance. The next thing is connect from the hip to the waist and to the armhole. So this is what I'm doing. Make sure you connect it very well to give that curvy part. So this is what I have. So because this gown is going to have a curve shape, so I'll just connect it like so to the center. So guys, just look at what I did. I came up by 3 inches from the side and 3 inches from the center, and I connected it. So the next thing is to trim out your pattern. Start from the neckline and trim it from the shoulder to the armhole. Make sure you're giving at least ½ inch space. So make sure you're trimming it like so. Trace it out properly. Yeah, you just trim, that's all. So this is what we have, guys. Yep. So the next thing now is to use this front and cut out the back. So I'm going to place my back now and place the front on it. Then make sure you add 2 inch sewing allowance from the side. Yeah, so this is me checking out the 2 inch is correct. So the next thing is for me to trim it out. Yeah, chalk it like this so that you will see what you're trimming at. Okay, so I'm going now to trim it like so. Yeah, make sure you trim it very well. Yeah, so let me cut out the neckline. So if you know you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do where to subscribe so that you get more notification whenever I drop a new tutorial. So I'm going to fold my material into 2. I'm going to cut out the lengths. So this is the full length I'm using. If you are working with a vintage material, make sure to use your scissors or a foam to hold it because it's going to be pulling out from the table. So just gonna go ahead and place your drafted pattern on your fabric and trace it out like so. Yeah, you can add half an inch if you want, but me, I like adding. So for the down, I'll be adding at least 2 inches for folding allowance, because I did not add it to the brown paper because of the length. I just used the full length. So trim it out like so. I'm gonna have to trim it out, but I will still need to do some trimming because the cutting is a bit rough. So I'll just go ahead to blend it like this to give it that nice cutting. So just go ahead and trim out anything you feel maybe is not properly cut. So I'm done with the trimming out. This is for the front material, yeah. So this is what I have. So the next step now is I'll come down by 1.5 inch, because this thing will be having a rope on the front, so I just measured 1 inch from the 2 inch, and the next one is 3.5 because the clients don't like wearing open dress. So that is why I just used 2 inch, 3.5 inch for the opening. So because it's going to be somehow high neck, I just used 2 inch to connect the shoulder like so. Then the next thing you have to do is to trim it out carefully to avoid it not leaving the line, and then just divide this slit like this. So after cutting, this is what I have. I have the cycle and the center of the dress, yeah. So the front piece is through. This is for the back. Bring your fabric, fold it into two, and place the back of the material like so. Just fold it and do your trimming. So guys, make sure, if this video was helpful, make sure you comment, like, and share so that other people can as well see it. So just make sure you're cutting it carefully like this. The next thing is to cut it down, and I think we are through with this cutting. This is a very simple method to cut this material, to cut this dress. I already have my ruffle being cutted, and I've sewn that part. I'll be showing you guys the video on how to sew this material. So I'm sure all I just need to do is to divide the clothes into two because of the zip. I just divided it. So for this pattern paper, I want to be drafting the hand of the dress. So my client's right sleeve is 22, so I divided 22 into 2, which is 11. Then I came down by 2 inch and curve it like so. The next one is to divide your round sleeve. My round sleeve is 8. I just connected it like so. So I will be using this brown paper to cut it out on the main fabric. So this is what we have. After cutting, make sure you always notch the center, because it's from the center you will start connecting your arm, the hand of your dress to your shoulder. I folded into 4 like this. It's not enough, so I just have to cut it 1-1. I have to cut the hand of the dress 1-1 because of space. So I'm going to place the folded pattern to the folded dress and trim it out like so. When trimming it out, you can add your sewing allowance. I already added it to the material, so I'm not adding it again. Just small inch like this. So guys, if you know this video was helpful, make sure you comment, share this video so that more people can get to it. This armhole cutting is very simple, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you, I really appreciate. The next thing is to take it to our sewing machine and sew. So see you in the next video, guys.